So often when you get to a final, one team is deemed to be stronger than the other, but for this one, it's hard to pick a winner, Alan.
It is, when you look at the two sets of players. What will probably separate them is who can settle better and who has less nerves and can produce the best football.
This game really is a chance for him to express himself.
3 in his last 3 games. That's top class from the striker.
So this is how the hosts line up today. Well, often when we look at these 3 at the back formations, it's designed to get 2 strikers in with 5 in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your 2 wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those 2 lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
This is how the visitors shape up. Well, 3 at the back. That's the first thing that catches the eye. What about the rest of the team?
Well, it looks to be a 3-4-3. You certainly don't see it that often, and when it works, it can catch the opposition off guard, really. It can be a really awkward shape to contend with.
And it's the start of the game, wasn't that, Alan? Here it is.
Yeah, I thought this was going to creep in just under the bar, but not quite.
It's a wonderful display by the goalkeeper today, and he's kept the team in the match. The score's still level.
Well, that should give his teammates a lot of heart that maybe they can go on and win this.
It's another very good save, and it didn't get away from him, the ball, either. And there we are, the referee has added time on, but it is the final whistle at 0-0. Really exciting here, and the two teams have been at each other hammer and tongs, but they've ended level.
Yeah, coming into the match, I found it difficult to separate them, and that's how...
Well, we are still awaiting the first goals of this tie, a goalless first leg, so it's a one-off match, really.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the home team here did well away to keep a clean sheet here. You would fancy them to score.
We're concentrating perhaps on the teams, but also these two lads as well.
They've done really well, but I think both have got scope for improvement, for development, because they're not old, and that bodes well for their teammates.
Line up for the home side. Well, 3 at the back. That's the first thing that catches the eye. What about the rest of the team?
Well, it looks to be a 3-4-3. You certainly don't see it that often, and when it works, it can catch the opposition off guard, really. It can be a really awkward shape to contend with.
The line-up for the away side. Well, this is the setup, we think, from the opposing team. We're not sure, we must stress that, but I do feel that they're reacting to what they expect from the home team.
Well, more often than not, the opposing manager does know what kind of system his opposite number's going to play, and that looks to be the case, Martin. So, matching up like for like, don't often see this.
referee's blown the whistle, and the game has started. He's coming forward with some danger. Space to try and hit it now. He scored!
Oh, that puts them ahead, and you've got to fancy them to go through now if they can just do the basics defensively properly from here on in. And he's just put his foot through this, Martin, and it's blown into the top of the net.
A good look here, again, via the replay of the goal. And that has opened. Good link up. Got his head to it well, but no power.
Did well to get there first, to find some space, but couldn't apply the finishing touch.
The referee has called a halt here, and it has finished in the end 1-0. The winners today put a marker down early, and it was a strong marker.
Yeah, I mean, they were gifted it, really. I don't think the visitors came out with any real intention. They were a little bit sloppy, but they never looked back to when they got that early goal.